In 1999, Lindsay Lohan exploded onto the scene in The Parent Trap. Just a few short years later, she would co-star with Jamie Lee Curtis in another remake called Freaky Friday. Hi, welcome back to the channel. I figure I'd take this time and give you guys a little entertainment out of your day. This is Dark Room Reviews, and I'm Joel. Yeah, Freaky Friday came out in 2003, and it stars Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis, Chad Michael Murray, Mark Harmon, and just to round out the cast. Now, when this came out, it got rave reviews. About its single mom, Tess Coleman, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, and her teenage daughter, Anna, played by Lindsay Lohan, couldn't be more different, and it is driving them both insane. What this movie creatively got right was the focus of the family dynamic. You have a veteran like Jamie Lee Curtis playing her mom, Tess. She is a busybody. She's a workaholic. She's a psychiatrist, I believe, and she has to juggle, work and family life. At the same time, she's engaged to this guy played by Mark Harmon, and it's just a lot. It's a lot going on, and we see all that in the opening titles of this movie. Lindsay Lohan, on the other hand, she's the poster child of typical teenager living in the suburbs, wants nothing to do with their parents, and just wants to be left alone. She's in a rock band in her parents' garage, and she's trying to juggle school and having a crush all at the same time. Two elements clashing together makes this movie come alive. And not to mention, there is a wide variety of color, from their outfits to the Lindsay's hair color. It all just pops, and to have that Disney brand, at the tippy top of your movie poster, it's a perfect sell, essentially. They really go out of their way in convincing us that this is a real mother and daughter, colliding, and it's. I think this was perfect casting, if you ask me. And when you have her teaming up with a veteran actress like Jamie Lee Curtis, you have that leverage to help her out even more. Things change up in the second act, where we have this engagement party. Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan start arguing, and it isn't until a woman gives them a fortune cookie at this restaurant, and they read their fortune together at the same time, and the two literally switch bodies, and it's chaos from there, but in a good light. I think the comedy elevates throughout, the second and third act, and it gets chaotic, and it's at a fast pace because there's so much going on, and we have to keep in our minds that Lindsay's in Jamie's body and Jamie is in the teenager's body. It's so fun and so chaotic at the same time. I think the humor here really hits home. There's also an element of stress because because if they tell anyone, people will think they're crazy, and they have to really keep this a secret, especially at home, because Lindsay Lohan's character has a little brother, and he's unaware that his mom is in his sister's body. It's really them trying to figure out life at the same time, trying to figure out how can we make this work, how can we get back to our regular selves, and it gets to the point where they run out of ideas and just accept that they are stuck in each other's bodies. Chad Michael Murray plays Lindsay Lohan's crush in this movie. He's that handsome guy on the motorbike, on his motorcycle. He works at a little coffee shop, and I like that this movie really goes all in on Lindsay Lohan, struggling in school, recognizing that she has bad grades, and she's dealing with the bully at school. I love all that for this movie. Jamie Lee Curtis is just as stressed about everything that's going on and having to plan a wedding all at the same time. This movie's full of chaos and full of laughs. Like I said, Mark Harmon is her husband to be. He's out of out of the loop, kept out of the loop a lot of time. He only pops up here and there. He has no idea about all the chaos he's about to be involved in with his daughter, soon to be wife, and little son. At the end of this film, there's really a sweet message that ultimately, even though these two opposite people are at wit's end, this transformation brings them together in such a beautiful way, and it all works out in the end. So guys, have you seen Freaky Friday from 2003? It's streaming right now on Disney Plus. You could also check it out at your local library. Stay tuned for more quirky little reviews like this coming soon. Take care. Folks, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps out in the long run. Darkroom Reviews, it's the place you should be subscribed to. Join the channel. It's free.